What's up, everybody? Welcome to the weigh-ins. Ariani and Chandella. Give them a round of applause. Dana White, without him, none of this would be possible. Joe Silva, best matchmaker on the planet. Bruce Buffer, the voice of the Octagon. Burt Watson, babysitter to the stars. Let's get it cracking, folks. We got a hell of a card for you. Starting out in the middleweight division, Clifford Stark versus Dustin Jacoby.
$186.
And his opponent, Dustin Jacoby. Fight of the night, ladies and gentlemen, Clifford Stark and Dustin Jacoby. Next up, also in the division, Francis Carmo versus Chris Camozzi. First up on the scale, Francis Carmo.
185.
185. And his opponent, Chris Camozzi. $185. Francis Carmo and Chris Camozzi, ladies and gentlemen. All these fights live on Facebook. Next up in the lightweight division, Danny Boy Downs versus Ramsey Najim. First up on the scale, Danny Downs.
155.
155 for Danny Boy. And his opponent, Ramsey Najim. Does uncalled for.
55.
155. Danny Downs and Ramsey Najim, ladies and gentlemen, live on Facebook. Next up in the light heavyweight division, Elliot, the Fire Marshal, versus Brandon, the Truth Vera. First on the scale, please welcome back Elliot Marshall. 204 for Mr. Marshall. And his opponent, Brandon, the Truth Vera. For the Truth. Elliot Marshall and Brandon Vera, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, live on Spike TV in the featherweight division, Bart Palachewski versus Tyson Griffin. And his opponent, Tyson Griffin.
$149.
149. He's 3 pounds over. Bart Palachewski and Tyson Griffin. He has 1 hour to lose the additional 3 pounds. Next up, also live on Spike TV in the lightweight division, we got a barn burner. Donald Cowboy Cerrone versus Dennis Seaver. First up on the scale, the Donald Cerrone.
156.
156. And his opponent, Dennis Seaver. Weaver. Live on Spike TV, and now for the main card. Starting out in the featherweight division, first fight on pay-per-view, George Roop versus Hatsu Hioki. First up on the scale, George Roop. $145. And his opponent, Hatsu Hioki. $45. George Roop and Hatsu Hioki, ladies and gentlemen. Next up in the bantamweight division, Jeff Big Frog Curran versus Scott Young Guns Jorgensen. $134 for Mr. Curran. And his opponent, Scott Jorgensen. $135. Jeff Curran and Scott Jorgensen, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, the co-main event of the evening in the heavyweight division. Roy Big Country Nelson versus Mirko Cro Cop. And whatever that shit weighs. And his opponent, the former winner of the Pride Openweight Grand Prix, Mirko Cro Cop. $235 for Mirko. Roy Big Country Nelson and Mirko Cro Cop. In the heavyweight division, Matt Mitrione versus Chad Congo. the scale, Matt Mitrione.
255.
255.
And what's Congo about?
And his opponent, Chad Congo. $234 for Mr. Congo. Heavyweight fireworks, ladies and gentlemen, Matt Mitrione and Chad Congo. And now the main event of the evening, Nick Diaz versus BJ Penn. Up on the scale, the Strikeforce welterweight champion, Nick Diaz, 170.
How you doing? Good seeing you. Thanks again for your help on that stuff.
And his opponent, the former UFC lightweight champion, the former UFC welterweight champion, the Prodigy, BJ Penn. $169. All right, Nick is left. BJ, I know that you guys have a lot of respect for each other as fighters and you have trained together in the past. Give us your thoughts on Nick Diaz as an opponent and what tomorrow night means to you.
He's a good opponent. It's time to fight.
Well, that's a man of few words, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow night, live on